Hey friends, it's Tara with Wellness with Tara. I hope you are doing well today. I'm excited to tell you that I'm finally feeling better after the little cold and sinus thing that I had going on. There has been improvement. I still got a little bit of a cough, but outside of that, I'm almost back to my normal self. Yay! So I am happy to announce that I am doing well today. Today, I want to talk a little bit about change, some thoughts surrounding change, because that is one of the things that I am so interested in on a personal and a professional level. I just love talking about how people change and what that looks like and what are different aspects of that and how we can grow, because it impacts so many areas of our life, right? So today specifically, I wanted to talk about some things that may be causing you or I to not change and not grow in the areas that we're wanting to grow in. So I'm going to give an example that I heard another speaker give because I think it's a great example and it works really well for what we talk about in here, specifically around our health and wellness. So I want to ask you, specifically you, do you believe that exercise is good for you? Okay, there's the first question. You can answer out loud. Make you feel really awkward here, right? Do you believe that exercise is good for you? Okay, most people will say, well, yeah, I believe that. Okay, so then the second question is, do you exercise? Answer that out loud. Okay, now I know I've got at least half of you, if not more, that just said you believe exercise is important, but that you don't exercise. Don't worry, I'm not judging you. There's no shame here, okay? So where is the disconnect there between believing something and following through and taking action? Okay, a lot of the times with exercise specifically, let's say, okay, so why don't you exercise then? If you believe it's healthy for you, but you don't do it, why is that? And the most common answer is time. You got it. Most people say, I don't have time to exercise. Okay, we do live in a very fast-paced society. We tend to overschedule ourselves. Just ask me about my week and the craziness that surrounded all of my children's activities and my husband being out of town and me being sick. I get it. I'm there with you, okay? But a lot of times this disconnect isn't as simple as it seems. We say time. Okay, so here's an example. Let's say that I ask Susie, I'm just picking a random name here. I ask Susie, you said you believe exercise is important, but you said you don't do it and you said it's because of time. Tell me a little bit, what's that look like? What if you were to exercise, tell me about that process. What would that be? Well, Susie says, well, currently I don't go to the gym, so the first thing I'd have to do, I'd have to research the different places that I could go to the gym and which is the best and which is the most realistically priced and maybe which ones my friends go to because that's important to me, or which ones are close to my house because I really don't want to drive very far. And then once I find a couple, then I don't want to just trust what they say on their website because everybody always says it's going to be better than it actually is, right? So then I need to go to the gyms and I need to check them out. And then when I go in there, I can't just walk around. They're going to want to give me a tour and they're going to want to show me around and then they're going to want to tell me about all this equipment and they'll probably want me to sign up with a trainer. And then if I decide that I actually want to go to this gym, I'm going to have to fill out all this paperwork and they're going to put in all the information in the computer and they're going to give me this card. And then every time I go to the gym, I got to show them this card and then I got to go get dressed and, do my exercise and, wait for the other people to use the equipment. And then it's my turn finally and I get to use the equipment. But then after I'm done, I still got to go back to the locker rooms and it stinks in there and I got to have a lock-in. What if I forget my locker combination? And then I got to take a shower and I got to do my hair and put my makeup on all over again. And yeah, that's about what it would take. And that's a lot of time. Do you hear this, you guys? But this is the way our brains tend to go. Susie is focused on all of the pain it's going to take to change. To get healthy, to start exercising, she sees nothing in front of her except for the pain that it's going to take. Okay? Now this is very different from asking someone who thinks exercise is important and who does actually exercise. I'm going to give myself as a personal example here. Do I exercise as much as I think I should? Not all the time. Often I do, but not all the time. I'm definitely not where I want to be. I still have room that I want to grow in here. But one way in which I see exercise is different from Susie is because when I look at exercise, I don't focus on the pain of it. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to cost me something in terms of time, effort, energy, something else I could have been doing instead. But what I focus on is how I'm going to feel afterwards, because that's my ultimate goal. That's what I want. I want to feel good. You guys, I went through a period of time where I was seriously ill. I went for 5 years where I had severe vertigo, migraines, hormone problems, all kinds of ridiculousness, right? Now, I don't have perfect health, but by golly, I feel good compared to that, okay? And one reason is because of the time and energy and effort that I've put into taking good care of my body. One of the ways I do that is with exercise. It's definitely not the only way. One of the ways, okay? For me, when I think about yoga, for example, going to yoga on Monday mornings, I go to a Power Flow class on Mondays and Fridays at my YMCA. Is it going to be easy? Heck no. It's called Power Flow, okay? It's not going to be easy. Is it going to take time? Yes. It's going to take my drive in and out, putting my kid in childcare, going to the 55-minute class, getting dressed when I get back home. You know, it is going to take time. It is going to take effort. It is going to take energy for me to do that type of exercise. But when I am done with yoga, I feel amazing. Not only does my body feel better, I feel stretched more, I feel stronger because I've just challenged my muscles. Mentally, I feel amazing because I typically go in there feeling a little overwhelmed or stressed out or just my mind going in 500 directions, and I come out of there with my mind in a place of rest and calm. Now, I'm not telling you yoga should be your exercise. There are 1,000 different ways that you can move your body and you can get exercise, okay? I'm just giving an example. What I see when I go to the gym or when I plan to exercise or walk or dance, because I love to dance for exercise, whatever that thing is going to be, I think about how I'm going to feel afterwards, how I'm going to look afterwards, how I'm going to, my body, how much energy I'll have afterwards, how much peace I'll have afterwards, whatever that thing is. So this is just one of many different ways that we can change the way our mind thinks about exercise, right? If you haven't already seen, you haven't already heard, this coming Monday, we are starting the Change Your Mind, Transform Your Health program. This is a program that I love to put on. It's a group program. It will be held mostly within Facebook, and it starts Monday. Registration ends Saturday night, the 22nd at midnight, okay? So I'm telling you this because I want you to get in on this, okay? We are going to be talking. There'll be 2 emails each week, and then there will be daily Facebook videos, kind of like this one, usually around 5 minutes long, no longer than 10 for the most part, but around 5 minutes long, where I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks and just not the kind of tricks that you're like, oh, that was great, that worked for about 20 minutes, but I'm talking like tips and tricks that can actually transform the way you think and the way you change your mindset up here, okay? We're going to be interacting, there's going to be prizes, it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you want to participate, you got to join, okay? The program, 2 weeks of this daily interaction, okay? Daily interaction by video, by Facebook comments. We'll write back and forth to each other. I'll send some emails. I will give tons of resources for you to, peruse at your own time, but in a way that's practical, okay? I expect no more than 15 minutes per day on this. You can spend more if you want to, but 15 minutes is what I'm asking for. 15 minutes of your day for 10 days, so 2 weeks, right? On the weekends, there'll be a little bit of grace period. So if you want to join us, it's $37. That's it, $37, okay? For benefits that you can take that could literally transform your life. $37 for 2 weeks. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, feel free to sign up. Again, you only have until Saturday the 22nd, midnight that evening, which I guess is technically the 23rd by the time it turns midnight, but would love to have you a part of that. And yeah, that's it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to continue taking imperfect action because that's what's going to get you from point A to point B. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.